All right, I am muted. Okay, everybody. Hello. Today I am by myself because Abby is at a boot camp. She is exercising and having a whole program. So I didn't want to take her away from it. So she is not here, and I'm going to speak with myself, except if you have comments or questions, I have my iPhone and I will look at it while I speak. But today I thought I will talk about procrastination because tax season is coming and a lot of you don't like doing your taxes. I can find myself with heavy feet doing my papers and talking to my accountant, and it's I just want to do everything except my taxes. So let's talk a little bit about procrastination so that we can bring compassion to what procrastination is. Okay, so the first thing is, do you know that the Greek had a word for procrastination? They knew exactly what it was. It was called akrasia, A-K-R-A-S-I-A. I don't know quite how to pronounce it in English, but akrasie in French, akrasia. So it's a condition of acting against one's own better judgment. And usually for the Greek, it meant a weakness of will. So, when you have internal conflict that unleash against each other, or and you can't do anything about those conflicts, right? Then you will have the experience of not having much power. So it's a weakness of the will. So in philosophy, you call it akrasia, and in psychology, you call it procrastinating. So the first thing is, there is an enormous judgment on procrastination, right? We don't like it, we make ourselves wrong, we make other wrong. But let's look, for example, at what the Buddhists think about procrastination, right? For the Buddhists, procrastinating comes from a contradiction. The contradiction is that it would be good to do what you need to do, and you don't. That's a contradiction, right? And they look at laziness, to look at the three sides of laziness. So the first side of laziness is, so why am I bringing laziness, right? I'm not being clear. It's actually very difficult to speak to myself, right? But it's nice to make a distinction between procrastination and laziness. Okay, so procrastination is a conflict. You should be doing something that is good and you don't. And laziness is either not wanting to work hard and do at the least possible. The laziness is to not even start what you have to do because you say, well, it's not for me, I'll never manage, and because you don't feel like doing it and make the effort. So you just don't get into action. And the third way to be lazy is to know what is really, really important, and you are in action, but you do everything, even futile things, except what is important. Okay, so that is laziness. Now, procrastination, I would like you to look at procrastination as being more that it's this conflict I was speaking about. You have to stop something to start something else. So, for example, you have to stop smoking or eating. You have to have less anger or less stress. You have to have less pessimistic thoughts or difficult thoughts or resentful thoughts. And that is in conflict with, you have to eat vegetables, you have to be more organized, you have to be kinder, you have to be optimistic and have nicer thoughts. So it's the world of plus and minus, right? Good and bad, should and shouldn't. And the moment you go into this world, it's really difficult to deal with it because it deals with different neuronal connections, right? So it's not, being a procrastinator is not a weakness of the will. It's more the uncertainty, the difficulty to be with uncertainty, the difficulty to be with discomfort, and the difficulty to be with suffering when you make yourself wrong. You avoid it. It's normal as a human being to avoid what gives you suffering, what gives you uncertainty, and what gives you discomfort, right? So if you can get the conflict that you're facing, right? Stop making yourself wrong. Don't go to, oh, I'm just lazy. Just look for the conflict. I should be doing that, but I'm doing that. That conflict, then I think your mind will remember that, you know, to have compassion. You need to welcome the chaos in your brain. Because when there is something that you need to do that will bring discomfort, you don't want to do it, but you should, then you create neuronal chaos. So maybe that will help you with not making yourself wrong with procrastination. And as always, it's very important to bring compassion and tolerance and awareness, the ultimate power. Okay, so this is all I'm going to do by myself because I find it a little bit difficult to speak to myself on the computer, and I don't think there is any questions or comments. View insights, no. There is no comments, no questions. So this is it for today. Procrastination is a conflict in your mind versus a judgment of laziness and weakness of will. That's what I wanted to leave you with. Be well, everybody. I'll speak to you next week, and I very much look forward to it. And if you have any comments or questions, please put them in the stream and I will answer them. Bye, everybody.